there won't be no
Yeah.
privacy.
That's what you do, just log in,
You know, I mean,
scan
they're-
account, and log into it.
We were planning on one for, because we got four different, we'd like to get it all in one meeting, but there's too much stuff.
It's like agenda meeting minutes and something.
Who gets to go to
We'd like to do all this now, you know.
Oh, that was the.
So I called all of those applicants.
Really?
Good morning.
Hey Mike, how you doing?
I'm doing good, how about
You know, he's probably gonna pay you those.
You may get wet going home. That's going how long the meeting goes. Yeah.
So we'll just do with that boardroom stuff. All right, hey Bill, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing, Bob?
Good, good. I'll put you on speaker. Okay, thank you. You there, Bill?
Yeah.
Where's Bill at? Is he in warmer weather than what we're at right now?
Bill, you in Hawaii or where the heck are you?
Oh, I wish.
Were you down at Branson?
Yeah, I'm working out of Branson.
Oh,
Is it pretty warm down
I
there?
never know where he's at.
Yeah, we had 79 degrees yesterday.
Wow, pretty nice.
Yeah, it's 64 right now.
It's raining?
It rained a little bit overnight, but not much.
Okay.
Okay, this is for.
All right, well, we're got 6 minutes before we start the meeting, Bill, so just hang tight.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you.
You bet.
Yeah, we can figure that out. We'll do the application process. Let's ask that deal with Bill's bill. And then, yeah, I wanted to wait till next week.
I should see you forever, it's like, you're in there, I think I recognize you. I'm excited.
I think it was prepared for me. Yeah, well. Sure.
Oh.
It's all got to
We're
do.
laying backwards.
Sure.
Do you think he's falling or what?
Why, yeah.
There's a wall back
We'll
there.
just take a day at a time. That's all you do. Yeah, that'll be on the agenda for next.
Used to be anyway.
Okay.
Coming from that car.
All right, thanks. Bob. Thank you.
Blinded. Hi, Bob.
Good morning, night. Dark. These people with all their fog lights on.
Yeah. Well, they look so secret, it's like that blinds all the people that just. That's your phone. Goodness, that's great.
Sunglasses on. You need to put your sunglasses on.
Gosh, did you see that? Oh, are the shades hard to take down anymore? Or is that like permanently at that length?
I don't see what happens.
Just don't look directly into the light.
Don't look at the light. Look away, no, the next one is the bad one. Oh my God. Oh, thank you.
That better?
A little bit, yes.
No, because the bottom's
So,
so
I
like.
think you
Don't
said
worry,
they're moving.
the guy just backed out.
Yay. Yeah. Oh.
The shade's lower, but the blinds are still even.
There, perfect.
Thank you.
Thank you. We're safe.
Ready to go.
Yeah, there
How's
was a
that?
car out there with one of those super bright halogen lights on high. I was like, I can't look away. I know. And Richard was being blinded as well. So that's pretty close. That's pretty
I
close.
haven't seen it till you.
Then you can't look away.
Karen, I gotta ask a question for you. Is there a chance of any recounts?
No, so the deadline for recounts is
Deadline on
Friday,
that.
Friday or Saturday, so we're past it.
That's what I thought, so
Yep.
thought I'd ask for sure.
Yeah.
So do you have any in our county or no recounts? Recounts?
No.
Okay. We're past it.
Yes, we're past it. Yeah.
I should get some people up here.
Around this way.
Okay.
Are you letting her sit up there with you, Sam?
She can't get back through there.
Yeah, you're letting her sit up there.
Yes.
No, she's not gonna set it there.
It's not much better up here.
Oh, really?
Oh, I watched the
You
one.
could have sat in Kurt's chair if you
She
wanted
was
to.
halfway
I know,
across
right?
Into the tree.
You know, last year I had to put a gate around the tree because the dogs were barking
Pen's down.
the tree.
What?
The pen's down.
Around the tree.
You gotta
You
get
guys
it on.
want any paperwork back there?
Agenda?
The tree we brought in, Cameron and I, we had a ratchet strap together and everything. A lot of grizzle. Thought we had about the right size. Yeah, in. Oh. And it got down. I don't take any chances. The rest is just like a 5-gallon bucket. Tip over, and I got a face.
Still there, Bill?
Oh, yeah, yep.
Nothing worse than.
Well, the two folks there. It just drizzled a little bit this morning. It's supposed to
He's
get,
in Las Vegas.
supposed to get over an inch, the next 24 hours. I don't know, we'll see what happens.
It would be 8 out there. if you-
Nice, his moisture is nice.
No, I guess.
Have a few weeks to get some, you know, that post-harvest stuff done.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, cause I just built this one base. So then my son just says it's like a 5-year space.
Not on the agenda.
How's the light look?
I just got hold of it, I haven't looked at it. I'll let you know. Okay, folks, it's 8:30, let's call the meeting to order. Start with the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Bill, we need a motion to approve the agenda.
Okay, I'll make a motion to approve the agenda.
Okay, I will second that. All in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, nay. Motion carried. All right. Public comments on agenda items only for 15 minutes.
Laura Wilson from Dysart. I was just wondering if you could clarify which member resigned and what date the resignation letter was?
I have a copy of it. November 12th. Let's see, and his resignation is effective November 13th.
So, which person resigned?
Todd Sebesta.
Todd did, okay. So was this given directly to a supervisor since you're the ones who appointed him, or was it given through a different county employee?
It was sent to Bob. right?
Personally delivered to me.
Yep.
Okay. Did you guys have any indication that he was leaning towards resigning before this?
Nope.
All right. Did you guys receive the letter the same day that the letter was written, or was it later?
It was the same day with Bob. You
Yeah, I
texted
texted
me.
the receipt date on there, I believe he had come in. I'm sorry, I don't have a copy with me.
Here, Bob.
Because the 12th was Tuesday, the day that we voted, that was voted on the,
It says it was received on the 14th.
but it was written on the 12th, which was the day of the
His date on the letter.
adjustment. Okay.
Okay, and he said he's effectively wants to be resigned from the board on the 13th, the day after.
He had dated the 12th to the 13th. He gave it to me personally at 11 o'clock a.m. on the 14th.
Do you mind if I just hold that up to this real quick?
It's public record, I believe,
Is it?
isn't it?
Okay.
Yeah, so.
So other people can see. Thank you. Thank you for that information.
Janet Wilson, I guess a couple of questions have already been answered. I'm Janet Wilson, resident of Coutier. The resignation of Todd came as a surprise. The optics of this situation put Tame County in a very poor light.
I don't know Todd at all, yet many people have asked me if he was threatened or paid off. It could be either or both. I personally have been threatened by the company at the center of this turmoil, and many people in the county are silenced by their good neighbor payments. While Todd's resignation so soon after an extremely controversial vote may be legal, it is certainly unethical. Now the question remains, who knew this and when? Did Mike Shudda know, or anyone on the Board of Adjustment, their attorney? Bob must not have that night, or any supervisors before or during the meeting on November 12th. If so, they acted unethically as well. I think the public deserves to know the entire timeline of Mr. Sebastia's resignation. I hope you can address this later during the meeting. Thanks.
Did you get all your answers you wanted?
No, I wanna know if Mike knew, anybody on the Board of
I don't
Adjustment,
have-
or the
I don't have
attorney.
a clue what Mike knew.
Well, will you guys find out?
I suppose I could.
Thank you.
can ask yourself.
Or you can call him.
Just call
Yeah,
Bob.
no,
They're
Mike's
kind
just
of-
ask-
Ask yourself like you asked me, it came to a total surprise to me.
Nobody's trying to cover up anything. Nobody's trying to do anything unethically.
Did you think it looked a little unethical?
No, I didn't.
You don't at all? No, of course not.
And I, Laura Cox, the Pima County Auditor, just because he resigned doesn't mean he was threatened or.
No.
I'm just saying the timing is very poor optics.
Maybe he did it then because there wasn't, I don't know why, but I'm just saying, we can't assume that he was threatened.
No. Maybe he had, maybe he has personal reasons. I don't know.
And you can always ask Todd also.
Well, I think what she's saying is for him to vote and then resign immediately after voting on something that's so controversial in the county seemed a little suspect, that was all.
I'm sure if you called Mike, he'd answer your questions.
Todd,
You can call Mike Shedden.
Oh.
You said you want to talk to him.
well, maybe, or.
You could talk to any of the members.
Well, Todd said he didn't wanna discuss anymore, I believe, didn't he? So maybe I can talk to Mike, but Mike might not know anything either.
No, I don't, I couldn't answer that. I don't know. I think we were all taken by surprise.
Yeah, I was taken by total surprise, and he didn't tell me that he didn't want to discuss it, and he just came in and said, hey, did this.
Yeah, you have people resign for things for once in a while.
Oh, well, of course you do, of course you do, I'm just saying, in this circumstance, the way the timeline went, it's not, not a good look for the county.
I mean, I only got one simple question. I mean, if he wrote it the 12th, that's the day of the meeting. Did he write it before the meeting? And
Richard, I don't know.
legally,
Can I see that letter? Here, Jenna.
is the resignation effective when he writes it and signs it? That's my question.
He said, he's got the effective date on there.
Yeah, I know, but he signed it on the 12th.
No, he actually signed it in my office.
He received it. Was that,
That's when I received it, that date and time, he signed it in my office.
But he wrote it.
Which you said was the 14th, is what it
Well,
was,
it was
right?
received on the
That's why I marked
14th
it received and I.
at 11 a.m.,
Time
right?
and signed it.
11 a.m., right?
Correct.
Rob?
It was actually technically after 11 a.m. when he signed it, because I noted, I said, well, God, better sign this.
Sure.
How long has Todd been on the board?
Well, quite a while, hasn't it?
I have to say, it's certainly a nice change of pace to have a topic to talk about during comments. Instead of the weather, which, you know, kinda gross today, but
10/5 of 2020.
Okay.
Thank you, Laura. You're welcome.
So are you going to fill that spot then?
We'll advertise for it. Yeah, we'll have to fill it with someone.
I'll try to get it in today.
You gotta get it in.
Yeah, I'll try to get it.
I have a question, regarding the meetings last week. So Nancy, and Nikki both, test up to, solar, people, connecting with them. What is, going on with, Craig Sash's article in the newspaper about receiving $85,000 from the solar people?
I have no.
I mean, wouldn't he want to, recuse himself? That's quite a big chunk of money.
What article and what paper?
Well, I was called, it was in the Marshtown paper. Let's see, it would have probably been Friday.
I haven't heard anything about it, I don't know.
That seems like a pretty hot issue on top of all the rest of this to me.
When did this come up?
I just said it was in the Marshtown paper Friday.
That Craig Sash,
$85,000 from the solar people. That's kind of conflict of interest.
Yeah, I think I saw an article that said there was 3 people in Tama County got those grants, but I wasn't able to read the article exactly. So that's the first I heard of it too.
I don't get the Marshtown paper, so.
No, I don't either, so.
Oh, okay. Let's see if I can get it.
So it seems like several
Can you
people
zoom
are
in
aware of
there?
this.
In the Times Republican, the people receiving, are Wobbe King Enterprises Limited, 97,000, R&J Cattle and Grain Company, 42,000. Craig Sash will receive $85,000 to install a 68 kilowatt solar array at his grain production farm operation near Traeger in Tama County. This project will realize a savings of 77,000 kilowatt hours per year, which is enough to power 9 homes.
So, but who did that? That was USDA, that wasn't the solar
USDA,
people.
right.
Yeah.
So those are personal use things, right? They're not commercial.
Correct.
Right, just for his own personal use.
Mhm.
Yes.
We used to work with the USDA, isn't there programs that?
Yeah, there's lots of programs to get our money, and like I said, it's USDA, so it's a grant, so there had to be a grant long in advance, application
Yes.
long in advance.
Yeah.
So I don't know that the solar people that we're talking about had anything to do with
No,
that.
they didn't have anything to do with it. It was funded through the Rural Energy for America program.
But would something like that have to be approved by the county to put in?
No. I believe so, Bob.
When it's on the farm operation, what they do is they contact my office and see if there needs to be any permits. When it is ag related and to the farm operation, that does not require the zoning certificate or a fee. However, they give us all of the information and it gets passed on to the assessor's office. And then this way we get to go over the information as well and make sure that everything is okay. And as well as the building codes for setbacks and everything like that.
So Tuesday night and Wednesday night, you already had all this information that we're talking about right now, because it came through your office.
No, not on his. There hasn't been any application for a zoning permit or anything.
Setbacks and all that, that hasn't come through yet.
Setbacks do, but this particular project, I have not seen it. And, I mean, which is common, people can get things set up and figure out what they're going to do, just like, when they come in, they already have their plans and where they're gonna put it and everything, and then they come in and make sure that it's okay. So they have it all
Yeah, I'm
squared
just
away.
wondering on the timeline though.
But I mean, I talked to Craig and stuff, we never talked about this project, you know, specifically or anything.
Anytime you
I
get
talked to all of them about things.
anytime you get a USDA loan, it takes a while, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Because I got one on a grain bin 20 years ago, and it takes probably 6 months,
Easily,
and maybe longer.
and then they inspect, they have to come out and inspect it as it goes.
Yeah. Morning, Ben. Morning.
I mean, all of these building permits are public record, anytime anybody wants to come in and see how many building permits or what's going on, that's public record, they could make a request for it, pay a fee if there's one applicable, and see what's going on.
Well, that's kind of why we're talking about it, is because it's not a secret, it's in the paper, so it's
I
public.
mean, evidently, right now, there's different people driving around the county looking at different buildings and setbacks, and those are getting reported in my office, and then we gotta go and back and check and see if they've got permits. Some people don't have permits, they're supposed to have permits, some people didn't require a permit, however, they didn't build according to code, so there's setback issues. And there's a lot of that coming in, all of a sudden there's a rush of that, so we have to deal with that, try to correct the problem as well.
So there's a lot of applications, and yet there are only 3 that were approved for this big chunk of money, which, that's neither here nor there, just a comment.
Well, what you're talking about, this big chunk of money,
Solar stuff.
if you're, yeah, we have gotten several applications for solar projects for farms and stuff, and those go through, and, you know, there was nothing on this one. There's all kinds of solar stuff.
Why are you getting and the USDA getting them? I don't get that, I don't understand.
Well, the USDA would be funding them for the grant and everything, you know, and then it comes down to building, and then that comes to my office then. And then we have to make sure that the setbacks are okay, you know, they might be setting our array on the ground, or if it's going on the building, or whatever.
Well, wouldn't you be kind of tempted to go ahead and approve it if they've already got the money lined up from the USDA grants?
No, they have to meet the setbacks and everything too.
Okay.
I mean, we've had some where I've had to ask, well, you know, where exactly is this going? And we've had to have some people move their projects because they're not in compliance with the setbacks.
Thanks for the explanation, appreciate it.
It gets kind of confusing sometimes.
Oh, I'm sure it's very
Anybody can
Most of the
contact,
time.
anybody can contact me and come in and ask questions anytime, and I can show you the drawings or anything.
One more thing to say before you cut us off. If, when Ted Renewal person was here, the leader, the ringleader, I'm not sure what his name is, but he said, we're not in the middle of this solar or wind power issue. He said, this is just the beginning. That was his statement, and something everybody can think about. Just the beginning.
Okay, it's 8:45, let's move on. I need a motion to approve the previous minutes, Bill.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
I will second that, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, nay. Motion carried. Morning, Ben. Morning. How you doing? All right.
Morning, Ben.
Morning, Bill. Turn them all off. So, we're out last week, laying Moroccan. On Friday last week, we replaced a broken up patch of concrete on T47 north of Montour. We have plans for doing some more of that in the spring. There's one over at Box Culvert that we're wanting to do, but with the weather and all that sort of stuff, timing, we won't be able to get to that. And then bridge crew hoping to place beams this week, and then we're just, with the temperatures dropping at the end of this week, we're prepping for winter, so that's kind of what we got going on this week. Yep, so that's all I got on this. Bill, you have anything for Ben?
No.
370th Street from H Avenue to 63. Okay. We talked about last week. Okay. It never got done. Okay. And it really needs to be done. Okay. That's about all I've got. Okay. All right. Thank you. You bet. Thank you.
Thanks, Ben.
Thanks,
Have a
Ben.
good week.
Tammy.
Just our department head meeting today. I suppose you forgot. By the look on your face, I can tell. 10:30.
Bill will be there.
Bill, you coming back?
Never.
Okay, fine. Yeah,
Time is 10 o'clock.
10:30.
10:30.
Yeah, and we'll probably change the time too for the next one.
Yeah.
Cause we're meeting later because our board meetings were running later, but now that they're earlier, so maybe we can do that. Change it so it's earlier. I know.
Doggone, Bill.
What I do?
Okay, anything else, Tammy?
No, I'm good.
Thank you, Tammy.
Thanks, Tammy. Discussed accept letter of resignation, the board adjustment. Bill, you got anything you wanna say?
Well, I hate to see him go, but I guess when somebody's made a decision, we're gonna have to go ahead and, let him resign.
Yeah, I agree with you. I hate to see him leave. I thought he was a good member and,
Yeah.
but, you know, that's all I know. I don't know if there was a reason he did, I'm sure, but, I don't know if it's personal or.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or whatever, so I'm not gonna sit here and speculate,
Nope, can't do that.
so.
So,
Any other discussions about this?
I do have one question.
Is that,
The sheriff, that's kind of directly to Karen, so Karen and Casey are 4-year terms, or
Correct, for 4-year
Yeah,
terms.
yeah.
both of you are? Thank you.
well, Bill, I assume we need to act on this.
Yes.
Bill?
Yeah. I'll make a motion to accept the resignation.
I will second that. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, nay. Motion carried. Okay, we'll move the claims. Claims this week. You can tell you weren't around, Bill. Claims are quite a bit less this week. $104,019.42. Need a motion to accept those?
I'll make a motion to accept the claims.
And I will second that. All in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Nay? Motion carried. All right. Into business.
I will adjourn you at 8:49.
All right, thank you. Thanks, Bill, for being on.
You bet. I'll be home tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. There you are.
I have one. You do?
Miles on
I just got my heat seats in my car. Oh, you did? Yes, I have all my heat back now. That's amazing.
Did a few intro last week, check that out.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Had our training Friday. Yeah, all the other 10 counties. It was good. Yeah, I wouldn't let you know. What else did we do?
It's over.
Next week.
So what do you guys?
No, it's over.
No.
Did you get paperwork? Did you get it signed?
Yeah.
He's guessing.